Hello students, you know that in the previous presentation there's a marketing mix volume 2. We have discussed about the channels of distributions, then various types of channels of distributions, and we can say the 0 level, 1 level, 2 level, 3 level. These all things we have discussed, and the significance of the channels of distribution we have discussed. Okay, then as we have said, today we are going to discuss about the various factors determining the choice of channels of distribution. Okay, there's the factors determining the choice of channels of distribution. So what are the factors is stimulating for the channels of distribution? This we are going to discuss here. Okay, so here the first point, there's a you know that following factors, that means the various factors will stimulate, various factors are influencing for the channels of distribution. What are those things? For example, product related factors. Okay, in that product related factors, the first point is the nature of the product. In case of the industrial goods like maybe CT scan machine or short channel like zero level channel or first level channel should be prepared because they are usually technical or the expensive, made to order and purchased by few buyers. ಓಕೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಒಂದು ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಮಗೆ 108 ಮಷಿನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಸಿ ಟಿ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನಿಂಗ್ ಮಷಿನ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ ಮಷಿನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಸರ್ಜಿಕಲ್ ಮಷಿನ್ಸ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ಲಿ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸ್ಯೂಮರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಮಷಿನ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಚಾನಲ್ ದೊಡ್ಡದು ಹಾಕೋತ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ, ಹವೆವರ್ ದ ಚಾನಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬಿಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಬಿಗ್ಗರ್, then ultimately end users is very difficult to understanding in the technology. Okay, so that's the reason. It all depends on the nature of the product. That's what we have said. Okay, and if it's a more expensive than a technical, then definitely there should be a zero level or only the one level, not more than like one level. Okay, and purchased by the few buyers. And for example, customers goods like LCD refrigerator can be distributed through the long channels as they are less expensive and not technical and not frequently purchased also. So what I'm saying, nature of products depends on the product, our distribution channels will get changed. That's what we are saying, the factors determining the choice of channels of distribution. ಸೊ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತದಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗಂಗೆ ನಮ್ಮದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಚಾನಲ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಕೋತ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಹೈಲಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಿಗೋರಿ, ಚಾನಲ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ಮೀಡಿಯೇಟ್ಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಳ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಿವ್ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, ಅಂಥಲ್ಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಏನು ಒಂದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಏನದ increase ಆಕೋತ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. That is all depends on the nature of the product. Then the second point we are talking about, that is a perishable and non-perishable goods. You know that perishable is nothing but the fruits or vegetables or maybe milk, you can say. For example, perishable is nothing but we can say there's a one time use, okay, or only few times use. Okay, but non-perishable goods hangada antanda we can use many times as much we wanted. For example, soaps ತಗೋರಿ, soap ಒಂದ್ಸಲ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಗಿತೀರೇನ್ರಿ? Maybe bath soap, what we are talking about. Bath soap we are using regularly and more people, okay, until and unless it is completely winding up. So this is how we are talking about. ಸೊ ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಬೇರೆಯೇ, ನಾನ್ ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸಿಗೆ ಬೇರೆಯೇ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೋರಿ, ಪೆರಿಷಬಲ್ ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ವೆಜಿಟೇಬಲ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್, we can say meat, we can say fruits, we can say. There is not like a agents, distributors, retailers, wholesalers, no, not like that. Okay, for the perishable goods there's a only limited distributions will be there, and non-perishable goods, for example, you can say liquor, you can say, or maybe sugar, you can say oil, okay, or maybe you can say soaps. So these all the non-perishable goods, so definitely there is a more long channels will be there, right? Then we are talking about the third point, that is the value of the product. Yes, as I have said in the beginning itself, if the product value is high, then definitely channels will be less. If the product price is low, then definitely channels will be more. Why? Because if product value is less, then definitely more buyers will be there. If more buyers are there, then definitely more distribution channels is required. right? So in this particular case of the product, having low unit value such as groceries and all, it requires a long channels are preferred, while those with the high unit value such as demanded for the jewelries, it is required a very short channel is required for this particular product. That is what the value of the product. Then we are talking about the product complexity. Yes, you know that short channels are preferred for the technical complex goods like industrial or engineering products like machinery, generators, like torches, while non-complex or simple ones can be distributed through the long channels. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು ಇರ್ತದೆ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಂದರೆಗಳು ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಂಪ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಅದ. Right, this is all about the factors determining the channels. Okay, so this is all about the, what you can say, the channels of distribution. Now we are talking about the shopping malls. As we all know, shopping mall is what you can say, the big market. Okay, the shopping mall can be defined as a collection, okay, collection or group of the different stores will be there. Okay, malls means what? In a one roof you have various branded products, you can get it. That is nothing but the shopping malls. Malls means what? In one particular building you have a different branded outlets. Please keep it in mind, there is a branded outlet, not like a unbranded outlet. Okay, so this is if there is a unbranded outlets is there in one particular building, that is we can say the market itself. Okay, market ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. Okay, electronics marketing ಹೋಗೋಣ ಬರ್ರಿ, or maybe vegetable marketing ಹೋಗೋಣ ಬರ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. We are not calling as a malls. Malls means what? In one building the branded outlets will be there. That is what you consider shopping mall. So here a shopping mall can be defined as a agglomeratic, a group of different stores offering various brands, products, or the services at one particular place. A mall has many shops, and companies can lease or buy these shops for the setting up their own stores. Okay, then these days malls are, okay, you know that malls are present in almost every major cities in the world and have products or services like clothing, restaurant clothing, you know that what you can say, what you can say, yeah, the pantaloon. Okay, big bazaars. Okay, pantaloon we have given the many times example. We can say ultimate, we can say, or maybe the Reliance Trends, you can say. So like this the clothing will be there and the restaurants will be there. Okay, then forex services, groceries, you know, kirana shops, we can say groceries, but those products we are selling it into the Reliance Fresh. Okay, in the Reliance Fresh shop you will get all kind of groceries, and you know that movie theaters, that's a multiplex in the malls. Okay, malls ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತಾವ್ರಿ. ಗ್ರಾಸರಿ ಸಿಗ್ತದ, ಕ್ಲೋದಿಂಗ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದ, ಮೇ ಬಿ ಲೆದರ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದ, ಫುಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದ, ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದ, ಫರ್ನಿಚರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತದ. ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ you will get it in that particular shopping mall. Okay, if you visit that particular mall you will get all kind of products. Apart from this, even for the entertainment, for the games, or maybe the multiplex is nothing but the theaters, more than one theater in one particular roof. That is nothing but we can say the multiplexes. Okay, so this is nothing but the shopping mall. Then we are talking about MLM. This is very much important for your exam point of view. They will ask you what do you mean by the MLM. Simple, MLM is nothing but the multi-level marketing, or MLM is form of the direct sales of the home business in which independent representatives sell products or services from a company to an end consumer. The multi-level aspect refers to each representative's abilities to recruit and train other representatives to start their own business and earn a commission on their representative sales. This is nothing but the MLM. Okay, then now we are talking about the advertising. As we have discussed many times, that the advertising is nothing but a promotion activities to attract towards our particular product. So advertising is an action of calling public attention. Okay, sorry, public attention to an idea or goods or the services through paid announcement by the identified sponsor. That is nothing but a advertisement, we can say. So for example, you know that there is a various characteristics of the advertisements are there. There is a paid form. Okay, paid form is nothing but the advertising requires a advertiser, also called a sponsor, to pay to the create an advertising messages, to buy advertising media slot, and to monitor advertising efforts. You know that paid form and non paid form ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಪೇಯ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನಾವು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮೇ ಬಿ ವಿತ್ ಪ್ರಿಂಟ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ ಆರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ದ ಟೆಲಿವಿಷನ್ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸೇ. Television, you know that each and every second there is a cost will be there, close together there is a cost will be there. So this is what we can say the paid form. Then tool for the promotion. What do you mean by the tools of a promotion? Advertising is an element of the promotion mix of an organization. This is an important tool. Okay, there's a promotion is there in the each and every organization. Then one-way communication. One-way communication, what do you mean by this? The advertising is one-way communication where brands communicate to the customers through different mediums, like for example one-way communication. This is nothing but a advertisement itself, a one-way communication. Okay, you can't communicate back. ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ನೀವು ಏನು ತಿಳ್ಕೊತೀರಿ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತದೆ. ಸರ್ ಇದು ನಮಗೆ ತಿಳಿದಿಲ್ಲ ರೀ, ಈ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೀವು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೊರಗೆ ಕೇಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ರೀಸನ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಒನ್ ವೇ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ, then we are talking about the fourth point, that's a personal or non-personal advertising. So here the advertisement can be non-personal or as it is in the case of the TV, radio or newspaper advertisement, or higher personal as in case of the social medias and the other cookies based advertisement. There's a personal and the non-personal advertisement. Okay, then we are talking about the objectives of the advertisement. So you know that what is the main objectives? There's a to inform to the customers, to understand the customer's mindset. Okay, and the to remind. Okay, there's only three types of objectives is there. There's a to inform, the that is what the creating the awareness. Okay, so advertisements are used to create brand awareness and brand exposure in the target market, informing potential customers about the brand and its products is a first step towards attaining the business goals. So here what we are talking about, the advertisement is very much important in the market. Okay, so here we are talking about the advertisement. Okay, that is the to inform them what is my product and what is the important of my product and all we need to inform here. And we are talking about that is a to pursue. You know that is I said that the pursuit is nothing but the what you can say the influence. Okay, or the to motivate. So how to motivate them? Pursuing customers, that's a motivating to the customers to perform a particular task. Sorry. What I can say, a particular task, okay, is a prominent objective of advertising. The task may be involve buying or trying the products and services offered to the form a brand image, develop a favorable attitude towards the brand, etc. So ultimately we need to create the demand here, so where the customers can able to attract. Then we are talking about reminding. This is very much important. This is another object of the advertising is to reinforce the brand message and to reassure the exciting and the potential customers about the brand vision. Advertising helps the brand to maintain top of mind awareness and avoid competitors stealing the customers. Okay, this can help in the word of mouth in the marketing. You know that reminding, that is a, you know that Parle-G. Okay, so Parle-G is a brand they have created. That is a Parle biscuit. You know that they are not showing the advertisement. They are not showing the advertisement. they are showing the advertisement. Rarely that is Parley G money genius. Why they are giving the less advertisement? Because the sales is more, anyhow they are attracting the customers, but still they are giving the advertisement to remind the customers that they are saying that still we are in the market. That is nothing but the reminding the advertisements, we can say. Then we are talking about the advertisement copy. Okay, so this is very much important for your exam point of view. You know that advertisement copy is important. So an advertisement copy is a term used in the describe the main text used in the advertisement. The text could be dialogue or a catchy punchline or a company's dictum. Okay, so advertisement copy, I'll just tell you in my way. Okay, for example, maybe they will ask you in the exam point of view, that is what you mean by the advertisement copy, or maybe you need to create an advertisement copy. I'll just tell you that, please concentrate here. So this is on paper, or maybe the banner, whatever you can say. So in this we are just making three different part. There's a 20%, 60%, and 20%. 2, 6, and 2. That's 100%. So what it mean normally the advertisement, how I have seen. Okay, this first 20%, the company name. Okay, it should be highlighting. For example, we used to write my example. Okay, we are writing Vedant college. Okay, so Vedant should be highlighted. So wherever the person is there, that person should attract towards the word, that is a word Vedant. For example, if I am making my particular college advertisement, that is, this is how we are writing. So Vedant college, and here in this part, maybe some part our college features, some part maybe the toppers. Okay, the college features, toppers, and placements. Okay, and here the punchline. Okay, that is how we can able to attract the customers. And here we can see the contact numbers and the address. This is how we can make the create the advertisement copy. And we have said that should be text, dialogue, punchline, or company's dictum. Company's dictum means company's logo or company's information, right? Then in this print or video or TV advertisement, a message is that aims to developing the retaining and interest of the target customers and promoting him to purchase the product within a couple of seconds. So you know that advertisement will seen only fraction of minutes or the seconds. So in that particular time, so everyone should understand and read all things in your advertisement. If you give, ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮದು ವೇದಾಂತ್ ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಹಾಕ್ಲಿಕ್ಕತ್ತೀನಿ, ನಾ ಭಾಳ ಕಂಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೆದಂತೆ ಕೋರಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರೂ ಓದೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಲಿಮಿಟೆಡ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. ಹೆಂಗಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ವೇ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ನೀವು ಅಡ್ವರ್ಟೈಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡಿರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದೇ ಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಂಗೆ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲಾನು ಐ ಕ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡುವಂಗೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹೌ ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕ್ಯಾಚಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪಂಚ್ ಲೈನ್, ಕ್ಯಾಚಿ ಪಂಚ್ ಲೈನ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ, ರೈಟ್? Then in the next slide we are talking about the essential of good advertisement copy. Okay, ಇಲ್ಲಿ essential ಏನೇನಿದೆಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂತಂದ್ರೆ, and a copy is made of the various principles, all of which are integrated into the few lines of the copy that the advertisers are allowed to engage. It combines search engine optimization with marketing strategies and is used in all kind of advertisements, not only pay per click and contextual ads. The essential of the goods and copy are various follows. Okay, that is what we are talking about the advertisement, that is the essentials what we are talking about. So here we are talking about the essential of the advertisement copy. Okay, so in this particular point we need to understand what I mean by these all points. There's a credibility or attention, or maybe the assurance, brief and clear, and confirming. What do you mean by this credibility? You know that an ad copy must focus on the credibility or the reliability of the ad. Okay, the copywriter should essentially flaunt or element of the reliability in the ad so that the customers can convince it to go ahead with the product. Okay, so with particular ad the customer should attract and should convince to buy that particular product. And the credibility of an advertisement is the extent of the honesty in the ad message. So advertisement ಮಾಡು ಮುಂದೆ advertisement copy create ಮಾಡು ಮುಂದೆ ಓಕೆ credibility ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು honestly ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. If you write what you can say the false statement, then definitely your product don't move, the credibility will lose. So misleading or misinterpreted ads are harm a reputation for the selling house. So that's the reason the credibility is very much important here. Okay, then we are talking about the attention. Yes, the keywords or the punchlines or the phrases that seize the attention of the potential customers or some component in the ad that attracts the target audience is essential in the good advertisement copy. So you know that that is any product we can say that is a ghadi, we can say the example of ghadi. You know that ghadi detergent powder, you know the punchline of the ghadi detergent powder, that is पहले इस्तेमाल करो फिर विश्वास करो. So this is a catchy what you can say the word, that means they are saying that don't believe immediately, you use our product then you can believe on us. This is how the punchlines will be there. Or maybe you can say geo you can say, or maybe the jingles you can say. So this is how we are talking about it. So attention, you need to attract the customers towards your product, that is very much important, right? Then we are talking about the third point, there's assurance. Okay, assurance of the benefits. So an advertisement copy must contain some promise of the benefits that the products offer if the customers purchase and uses the product. So you need to give the assurance, if you use that 100%, I'll assure that you will get satisfaction, or like this is how we can able to give the assurance in the advertisement copy. Then the fourth point, that's the brief and the clear. Okay, ad and the copy must be brief and should be clear, that is it must be to the point. That is, it doesn't mean that the copy must omit or maybe avoid some important elements of the ad. The a clear copy is easy and quick to be read by the readers, and it is self-explanatory. That is, once you read, you need to understand that what is this about the advertisement, and it should be definite and the precise, and it should be clarity makes a way of interpretation. Clarity ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ then definitely interpretation ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯತೆ ಅದ. Sorry. Then we are talking about the last point, that's a adopt and confirming. The copy must be adopt and must watch the needs of the prospects. And you know that prospect means there's a expected customers, we can say. A copywriter has to use the most suitable USP. You know that we have used this word in the class many times. There's a USP, that's a unique selling proposition. So something unique should be there in your product that we need to highlight in the advertisement copy. That is what ads and the confirming we are talking about. Okay, so this is all about the advertisement and the essential of advertisement. Then finally we are talking about, that is the IDAS theory. There is the attention, interest, desire, and the action. Many times we have discussed this in the class also. That is how you can able to attract the customers. There is a attention. Okay, so how you are going to attract the customers, that's the attention, with the help of your product, with the help of your behavior. So you can able to attract the customer. Then you need to create the interest in your product by saying your features. Okay, your product features and significance and price, everything. Here you can able to attract the customers, that is a creating the interest. And the desire, whether they wanted this particular product, that you need to understand. Okay, in a IDAS theory, whether the customer is required that particular product or not, that you need to understand. That is what you can say the desire. And finally, once you understood that customer is wanted, then we can say there's the action. That is, action is nothing but finally you are going to sell the product. That is where you have taken the action on your product. That's the action. And most of the salesperson will think like, once you sell your product, my job is over. No, it is not the over, it starts from there, because ultimately customer satisfaction is very much important. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ನ ಸೆಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಮನೆಗೆ ಬಂದೆ, ನಂದು ಟಾರ್ಗೆಟ್ ಮುಗೀತು. ನೋ, you need to analyze whether the customer is satisfied with your product or not, because I am saying, if the customer is satisfied, then definitely that customer will refer into the different customers, so your business will increase, or maybe your sales will increase only with the help of the satisfaction. And satisfaction is nothing like just go and ask whether you are satisfied or not. No, after sales service is important. If you give the proper service, then definitely customer will get satisfaction. So with this base, the experimental knowledge, okay, you will get the more sales and the more profit. So this is nothing but the IDAS theory. And as we have said, the multiple level marketing we have discussed in the earlier, then shopping mall also we have discussed in the previous slide. So this is all about the marketing mix too. So I'll just conclude here. So where we can see that we have discussed about marketing mix too, that the channels of distribution, sales promotions, okay, and what is the essential of sales promotion, and what are the types of channels of distribution, maybe distribution to the customers or distribution to the buyers or maybe intermediates. And we have discussed about the MLM, IDAS theory, and shopping malls, various things we have discussed. So hope you understood this. If you have any queries, please feel free to interact with me or call. Right? Thank you guys. Thanks a lot.